So maybe I should just interview us. Do you guys feel like it's different working with like all guys in the cast than it would be if they're in the room?
Yeah, but it's all guys. I mean, of course they are in it too.
Yeah, but they're directing.
Yeah. No, I mean it's more easy going maybe. No, it's not.
Women are so
like,
emotional.
Yeah, well, and it has to be more like controlled and set. And oh, what is this section? Okay, then what? But we're maybe more loose about the whole journey of this creation, I think. Or what do you think?
I wanted to say it depends on the scenes, you know. For example, I was doing this with the Astros. I was like, thanks God I'm doing this with a woman. I know some of the younger brothers have to do it with the brother.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do it intimate to do it with the brother.
Well, they probably haven't. They're so young, they probably have never done it with a sister.
Maybe. From that point of view, I thought it was better to have a female. What do you say?
Brother.
But I mean, we're working with like a lot of sexual kind of
Aspects.
or things that could become sexual, but I don't think they necessarily have to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like our duet,
Yeah.
it's like softer or like intimate, but it doesn't have to be sexual.
Yeah.
And like I was saying yesterday, because I know you guys were doing the tango, and I was saying my friend Anya studied tango in Argentina, and she was saying that like men dance together all the time, like chest to chest, cheek to cheek. It's like just very normal.
Yeah.
And it's like we put the sexuality on top of the dance, like culturally, that like doesn't necessarily have to be there. But I mean, I definitely noticed that's something that like people have been kind of dealing with, especially since everyone here, except for me, I think, is a straight man, you know?
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Or you think more of it, maybe?
Well, no, I just noticed that like I'm like the only gay guy in the entire group, because when I signed up for the project, it was like Brad, Luca, and Ryan, and then it was like now all of this, and I think it's very different for me working with only guys.
Yeah. And especially, like, is it different because you're the only?
I think it's because I'm not used to being around men so much, honestly. You know what I mean? Because I was like thinking back, I was like, my friends in my life, like my best friends have always been women. I was thinking back to who I lived with in college, even I lived with 4 women. Because being in the US in the dance department, I think I was the only man in 4 years of the department amongst like 45 women.
Yeah.
So, and then also,
guys do football, or it's more
guys don't dance.
Yeah.
No. And then also, like in New York, men working together, that's like something that I don't think I've ever seen a piece that's only men. So I mean, when I was working in New York, I was around like 4 guys, and then there was always like 5 to 6 women in the dance, you know? So I definitely noticed a difference. And also just the way guys work in comparison to women.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just a thought that it's very seldom that there's a piece just with man. Maybe it's this balance and this chemistry that.
Well, it's not. I mean, it happens. I mean, like Jorma, who's working in this piece. I think he came here with a piece like 17 years ago. It was only man.
No, it happens, but it's not like
Typical.
typical. Yeah, typical. Yeah, it seems to me. Yeah.
And then they have the Swan Lake, which is only man.
Yeah, but it's like a cell.
Yeah.
All men.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's so rare. Never happens.
Yeah. Every 17 years.
Yeah.
No, but and there's like companies, but it's like it's the cell. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think men and women definitely work differently. I think like we as a group, oftentimes as a bunch of guys, fall into like the bullshitting really easily.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
And then like women would fall into like maybe a different like pitfall. You know what I mean?
More,
Or maybe like discuss.
You know, discussing up in circles.
In circles. Maybe.
While we bullshit in
That's
circles.
Like really maybe a sweeping generalization of men versus women, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but bullshitting can be good for a creative process. And so, I mean, so can talking about things over and over and over. But
no, not judging. I'm just saying it's a difference.
Yeah. Like how men maybe look at women, maybe. And other men as well.
But it seems to be coming mostly from their point of view, not from our point of view.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because if it's about a piece about how men see women, but it's really about how women see men seeing women.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
there's another layer there on it, like how men see men. Now a woman see men looking at women.
Yeah. Or how women see men interacting with other men.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's really what it seems then.
Yeah. And maybe that's interesting for us to learn that. But
and also it never claims to be like the definitive answer. This is how men are.
No.
Yeah.
Not doing Hattiesburg.
No.
What's that?
Caveman.
Well, we have a month and a half.
It's more like that. It's like showing how men
function. Are we now to blame for an economic collapse? I mean, is it that? I don't know. I wonder.
Like, what's the commentary on Brothers from the piece? Like, it's called Brothers, and we have sections.
Yeah.
But like, what's the
thought?
Like,
what questions do they want to?
Or is there a statement or whatever?
I don't even know. Maybe there is no statement. Maybe it's just asking more questions. But somehow now I wonder if it's a statement.
Or there will be, but whether there's intended to be like a statement when you have like a certain like something going on physically between two people, whether it's intentional or not, there will be a statement. Do you know what I mean? You see like two men like this, it could just be like nothing, but people will read that differently. So it's like intentional statement versus unintentional statement.
Yeah, and then it touches the, like, people will watch this and think, oh, is this a sexual relationship, or are they friends, or do they work together, and then you touch a subject which is some people always see dance as a sexual thing. No matter what you do. You come in and you move your legs and they're like, oh, it's about sex. It's opening and closing his legs. Yeah.